Okay, I think we are good here. Checking my settings real quick. Okay, good, good. Only thing is I'm still deafened on stream. So yeah. Hi everybody. How's it going? Hope everybody's having a good Mother's Day. Spending time with their mothers, spending time with your families. Having a good relaxing Sunday. Hope everybody's ready to tackle the week. So yeah, for today, I'm going to be spectating Shadow playing some Dynasty Warriors Origins for the first 2 hours. And then for the remainder of stream, we'll be playing some Civ 7. Some Civilization 7. So with that being said, grab yourself something to drink, grab yourself something to eat, make yourselves comfortable. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Let us begin. Let me just deafen real quick. Or undeafen. Oh yeah, here it is. Alright, here we go. You may proceed.
Let's see.
Alright, so it's been a good 4 months since we tested this. So we tested it earlier. The first VOD's going to be pretty choppy. This one should play a little more better, combined with Shadow settings and Discord updating itself. So yeah, let's see how it performs.
As well as several game updates since then too.
Yeah. Okay. And then boom. Alright. First on the agenda.
To inspect the burning village.
Alright. Oh, wow.
The heavens are on our side! That which the heart stole from us shall be ours once more!
Right there.
I thought you were on our side!
We are, as long as you pay us!
As I said, the Yellow Turban Rebellion was not Zhang Jiao's fault.
Hey!
He stood
No.
up for the rights of the people. His men were the ones who fucked all that up.
Silence!
Sounds about right. Well, at least they're not using sticks.
Everyone should know who this man is.
This just won't do. When a person has the power to defy order, it corrupts them. This is simply human nature.
Well, I mean, historically, let's not mince words. That the Han inheriting what they did from the Qin, neither side was innocent on that. Many people, like the fact that many people had their own family members join the Yellow Turbans because they thought it was the right thing to do. That's what the problem is, ruling by oppression. It never really works out. Nobunaga learned that the hard way, and even he took some of the greatest strategies from the Chinese warring states there, and even he was not successful in implementing them all the time. But so many people in history learned that if you rule by being a tyrant, they will overthrow you sooner or later.
Right.
Unfortunately, Emperor Zhou never happening because he thought the Han army could never be defeated. Well, the Yellow Turbans proved that point correct for a time, but the problem was there were too many people that wanted the throne and that thought the Emperor inept, which he was at the time. I mean, for God's sakes, Empress Hub, her only qualification was the fact that she got pregnant by the Emperor. That was literally her only qualification.
Okay. So I have a question. Shall I continue with the story, or do you want me to hit a couple skirmishes first?
Whatever you feel you should do first. This is your playthrough, after all. I'm just spectating.
Alright. I'm gonna hit a couple...
I will say people truly undervalue how some of the smaller skirmishes ended up costing people their lives in big battles that were very big name generals. The problem that I have, especially with like some of the earlier Dynasty Warriors games, people like Gao Shun and people like certain other lesser known generals that were with very big name, very memorable generals from the time, very underlooked. Like Xu Rong, for example. Xu Rong defeated
If they can fight off the yellow
Shao
there's no way to keep focus out of my
and
rights.
Shao.
We'll wait for Abel to buffer before he can finish what he was saying.
Get that. And we'll go ahead and equip that. Go to the inn real quick.
Yeah.
Put on my new armor.
The lion dragon armor.
And let's go spear for a little bit.
Oh my lord.
It's not our fault you're in a lag bubble.
Alright. Now that's taken care of. I'm going to run through a couple skirmishes, then we'll hit the main story again.
Sounds good.
Just to get this leveled up so it's equal to my longsword, and get some XP for my character.
Right. For the
Never hurts.
For the spectate streams, play like you do normally.
Let's get serious. What's next?
So, long question for you.
I'm listening.
So, is there any games that you have been spectating us so far, different from the different ones that we've played, that you would be interested in doing playthroughs of your own so far?
Okay, so, well, I'm already down for the Sparking Zero for the next upcoming Sparking Zero tournament we do. That's one, but it's not quote unquote a playthrough, just a sparring session. We're still doing 3K. I have the VODs. I don't have them on YouTube or Rumble yet. That's another one we're doing still. Let's see. Resident Evil was never my kind of game, so count me out of that. That's 3 off the top of my head. Dynasty Warriors is interesting. I just can't afford it. That's the only thing.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna play it outside of PlayStation, then it would be interesting, because I would be willing to do co-op plays of Where's Orochi for the channel.
Oh, we can do that. We just have to start over and stuff like that for continuity's sake.
That's fine, because getting used to the hardest one to get used to is 3. 4 doesn't take any getting used to. It's just a jackass in the higher difficulties. That could totally be a challenge series run.
Yeah, we do have that for the Switch. It'd be something we'd have to think about.
I'm just thinking for future projects when we get time, because we're going to get time as the year goes on and things slow down.
Yeah. Finishing the VODs for this month, getting ready for the new streaming schedule for June, and then working on the other projects that unfortunately were held back due to this, honestly.
I really do feel bad for you on that one, because I don't want to know how much you got set back just because you have to do all that shit.
Yeah, you're best not knowing. I will say, for those of you who like my Master Duel series, you're in for a treat when I actually show off my Exodia run on Ranked. I have a lot of interesting ideas for that one. It's probably going to be the longest Master Duel video on the channel. Because that run was brutal.
Experience my strategy. Refined to perfection.
But it was worth it.
Nobody's run to Master is perfect. Nobody's run on Master goes smoothly. Anybody that's ever seen Trishula play, everybody that's ever seen Sam play, Jesse Cotton play, the TCG guy, Atem, like even the guy that named himself Yukimoto, he does not have the heart of the cards on his side of the time. It's just not there.
No. No, I've talked to TCG guy in the description of his videos about it, and he too agrees about how brutal Master Duel can be at times. So, just because we don't show the losses doesn't mean there aren't any. It's just going to be like 24 hours of that if I show them. That's the only thing. Because it's more common. But the purpose of the videos...
I think it's showing us...
They're not to show the losses, it's to show the progress. It's to show how the deck works, so that others can use it.
Right. At the same time, Lone showing a few losses I don't think is a bad idea, but especially ones where critical points could have swung the duel either way, with maybe some what I would like to do with Master Duel, especially at key points, like we know we're using decks that are extremely complicated, such as Dragon Links.
Yeah.
And such as the Toxic deck that you gave me, Labyrinth, certain ones that are combination, like White Force Runic, that's another one.
Yeah.
Very complicated to get. I feel like doing...
It depends, honestly.
I mean,
if you're willing to put in the work in for ranked, then I could, in fact, tackle the projects with you guys.
Well, here's the thing, Lone. What I was thinking is that showing the successes and failures both, and then going into detail why something succeeded or why it failed, and where at certain points, and instructing this is what the response should have been, or this would have been a better card to use than this. Doing stuff like that, I think, would go a long way to teaching people how to improve on their decks. You could be another Yu-Gi-Oh! Content creator people go to, because some of the decks we use, other people just don't bother with.
Right. It's currently a work in progress, of course. But yeah. I would not mind tackling that, if you guys are down for it, but we've already known in the past how frustrating of a game it can be, so... It takes some commitment.
One that can climb above gold, I will be down for that.
I want to see one of you go through Platinum Hell to get to Diamond rank. As a start. Because I've already done it numerous times.
Well, I'm going to tell you what deck I plan to do it with. It's the Toxic deck you gave me.
Once you get to that point, we can get started on that.
Just had a child.
Hi, Precious. How's it going?
The deck is almost up and running, I'll tell you that much.
That's good. Hope you're having a good Mother's Day, Precious. You said earlier you were grabbing some food with your family. How was it? Shadow is playing Dynasty Warriors Origin. It's going okay? I guess it's as okay as I can get. I mean, Mother's Day now is just another day to me. As sad as it is to say.
Unfortunately, I have to mostly agree with that because
Training is important.
I don't have a good relationship with either of mine anymore.
Yeah. It's really sad. I'm not gonna go into it. I just wish you all... I just wish the rest of you all a good Mother's Day, honestly. Cherish your families.
I hope everybody has a better relationship with theirs than we do with ours. That's
yeah.
all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go too far into it, but that's where I'm at with it.
I'm not either.
Alright, so I got my spear leveled up to level 3.
Looking good.
Got me a new move to work with.
The Ascendance Gem, the Scorch Gem, and the Vortex.
Vortex boost damage and is launched in the air. I don't really care much for that one, just because how often are you going to launch somebody in the air?
Depends on if you have a character that is made for it.
The spear...
Scorch.
I did see you lifting a lot of characters in the air with the spear, so I can see it working pretty well.
Scorch Gem boost damage dealt to enemies with parries. Ergo, timing with that. Ascendance is the only reason why I like to do the activates a 30% chance to automatically block an attack from an enemy officer.
Necessary.
Seems to be very useful.
The problem is that certain games that have that ability, you cannot do any input when the auto block takes. Otherwise, you'll cancel it.
That is true, sadly. That is true. I remember that. It was a change of plans. The weather was too bad to go. Plus, the place we planned to go was packed, so we decided to go for next Sunday. Just kicking back and playing Monster Hunter on Steam. Oh, okay. Well, as long as you're having a good day, that's all that matters, honestly.
Yeah, everybody should be able to get to enjoy their weekend. It's the one time of the week that everybody should get to enjoy.
Exactly.
Alright. Time for a cutscene.
Well, the reason why I say that is because not everybody gets to enjoy that. Some people have to work the weekend.
Right. I played Dynasty Warriors once. I think it was a long time ago on the PS2. It was fun and I liked it.
Ones who subdued the yellow terrorists in Yo. Yes. What is your name? Where are you from?
Liu Bei of Chuo. Vassal to Lord Luji.
Liu Bei. I do not know that name. Your position?
I have none. I work to provide help to those who need my services.
Volunteer swordsman. But still, it's a good thing, I suppose, for like-minded men to gather like this.
Thank you for your kind words. However, ours is a ragged crew. Unlike your lordship, we are humble, and our numbers few. It is natural for you to doubt us. However, if you were to give us one chance, here and now, to prove our worth, let this ragged band of volunteers show that we can be of service to the mighty Han.
Bold words.
Sao.
Perhaps it is only
The
bluster.
most conniving general of the three
I
kings.
see no reason not to give them a chance.
Definitely one of them, but I would say probably the most. But there's other people that will qualify for that. You want
under
to
Cao Cao
nearly have the throne
and fight together in the vanguard. Acceptable? Of course.
What do you think of
This
Cao Cao's
discussion
new look?
is concluded. Don't let us down.
Sir.
It's not remastered, it's, Origins is not remastered, is it? It's a brand new game.
No, this is a complete original story, but it's got a basis off of the Dynasty Warriors 5 Extreme Legends setup, where you are a unnamed soldier going through the ranks.
So, is the meeting over?
Who are these people?
There are many generals who did such a thing and made name for themselves Hua Xiong.
Volunteer force, said to have
Famously,
crossed the
Wu
yellow
Laogen was one of
turbans in Yo province. They will be under my command in the coming battle.
People never heard of Hua Xiong until he joined Dongzhuo.
Allow me
There are
to
many other
officially
officers
introduce
that
myself.
ended up with the
My
Shi
name
Liang
is Cao Cao.
that would eventually become well-known
What you're
officers.
capable of in
Lu
combat.
Wu was one of those people that,
Sir.
in his early career, he was given the rank of the amazing flying general.
More capable than
Not
the government
people
forces.
got that distinction from being good with the lower horsemen.
We welcome
But he
anyone
was.
who is here to help
Many
our
people
lord.
forget that. The story of Lu Bu actually splitting an apple on an officer's head, one of his officers' head to settle a dispute. He actually did do that on horseback
Remember that if we're to fight together.
while moving.
Thank you for your words of welcome.
Don't worry
I
about
like
it,
how the
Precious. It's all good. Ask away. It's all good.
Earlier. It would be wrong.
How do you like Cao Cao's new look?
Forces are the same.
It looks interesting, I will say.
Are said to be even more brutal than the yellow turbans. Indeed,
And those are Cao Cao's
I will.
troops. The battle against the Yellow Turbans will also aid us in removing corruption from the government. Keep that in mind. Cao Cao never acts to gratify his personal desires. You're as bold as
I think one of the most prominent things is Cao Cao was already in the Imperial Court when the fall of the Han began, thanks to his father. So I think he really did see promise in Liu Bei, and knowing that he would possibly become a threat,
No different from a beast.
and tried to move
Whether he is a yellow turban or
certain
a
pieces
government
into
soldier
place
is
in case
irrelevant.
that happened.
Those
Right.
who behave like beasts must be punished.
But nobody counted on Guan Yu being God of War. That came out of nowhere.
I've heard enough moralizing. I'm
Because
not
people
to
had did-
supervise the battle preparations.
Yep.
Very well.
A lowly criminal became one of the most notorious and most feared generals in
More of our
Shu.
plans later.
One of the 5 Tiger generals of Shu.
Leave it to me.
And when it was in the company of probably some of the most legendary warriors ever known to man, Hua Zhong, the fearless marcher, Ma Chao, the young upstart from Xiliang that defied Cao Cao and lived. Him and Zhao Yun were famous riding into battle together, defeating entire regular officer forces on horseback without taking a single bit of damage.
Show me what you're made of in the coming battle.
And there were only technically 3 duels ever in history. I believe I may be wrong about this, but I believe Ma Chao was one of them. Another one being Zhang Fei.
Interesting.
Yep. That's why romance is quite a few inconsistencies. It's about 60 to 65% correct. A lot of the other stuff is embellished, but Zhang Fei's the Romance of the Three Kingdoms story about Zhang Fei on the bridge, not very embellished. He really did do that.
Damn.
Let's
Yep.
begin.
The man earned the 5 Tiger General story straight out. He deserved the title.
Battle of Yingshan.
Mm-hmm.
And to defeat Zhang Bo.
Yep. Those 2 men
Hey,
and Cao Cao are not allowed to be defeated.
Shame.
Well, there's many moves people could have made if they knew what Cao Cao was scheming and conniving. Yuan Shao knew better than to trust Cao Cao right from the get-go.
Obviously.
Yes.
They were best friends, so he knew what Cao Cao was about.
Yeah.
He also knew that when his father passed, that things were going to turn for the worst. But unfortunately, I mean, most people forget why Yuan Shao was so arrogant. There were only 3 generations. He's only 3 generations removed from the big guy who started the Yuan clan and was the prime minister of the Han. That's why they were so smug.
Right.
Yuan Xiao and Yuan Shu actually had a right to be smug because it was literally like their grandfather, the great grandfather, that started the whole damn clan that was so famous. So, unlike Liu Hong, that had several generations of emperors before him, he had less so right to be so smug.
Yeah.
But people like Ma Tang, Lu Bu, and Beigang Bo Yu, they had people that were notorious fighters. Long bloodlines. Xi Liang had been around, as a matter of fact, Xi Liang is one of the
Advance,
most
youngster.
famous provinces in all of China. One of the original 9 provinces.
Show these Han scum that their villainy.
Some of them are Jingzhou, Yuzhou, Liangzhou, which is the province of
They are nothing more than shameless
Xiliang.
Thus, they shall be punished by the law.
As a matter of fact, one of the Emperor Liu Hong used to show off Liang as one of the most premier places
The vanguard has retreated.
to take people when he used to bring people that were not from China.
This area is ours now. Let's go. Let's use this momentum to keep pushing the enemy back.
Okay, I think it's Yizhou, which is over there where Shu is at. Liangzhou, which is the province of Xiliang.
And we've only
You have Yuzhou and Yangzhou, And I'd be like, Yangzhou was,
Ask the heavens to help us rid the land of these.
if I'm not mistaken, it's up there where Gong Sun is. How people forget about Gong Sun. But he was there at Hulao Gate and fought.
I remember sorcery.
Yeah, that was often a way
Shadow
too far-fetched
ninjas.
claim. Some people said Zhuge Liang was a sorcerer. No, just the man was too damn smart for his own good.
Shadow ninjas.
I hate them. I hate the Shadow Ninjas. On higher difficulties, they suck.
Some things are so deeply ingrained that one can never forget them. You should know them. The all-seeing eyes of the sacred bird. Perhaps they will enable you to...
Survey the battlefield with your eyes of the sacred bird.
With such eyes, it would be possible to see the flow of incense that bewitches men's hearts.
Huh. Interesting.
To see the unseen, know the unknowable. That is the true power of the eyes of the sacred bird lawn. You are a guardian of peace. Use this power to do what must be done.
What is it? Have you had an idea? I'll take anything. If there's something you can do to help, please do it.
This is fog. What is this? The yellow turbans are nothing but common bands. Zhang Bao's head shall be mine.
That should stop the incense. Xiao Hong.
It seems we've been spotted. That just have to ship to an all-out assault. We surrender. Have mercy. We never truly believed in the cause anyway.
The enemy officer has been defeated. His name?
What's going on? Those strange soldiers have been replaced by another lot.
The road has appeared before us once again. We must have broken their spell.
You managed to break the bewitchment.
Hello, Bronhai. You are an annoying bastard from the Three Kingdoms that gives me and Ava a lot of problems.
Sounded similar trickery as well.
The enemy officer
Now he's just a flea
has been
here.
defeated. Take this.
I don't think we can take down Zhang Bao alone. We should rendezvous with the others first. We will fight the quickest way there should be up this ladder.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Lots of twisters. And it looks like there's more traces here.
Sorcery of the yellow turbans. I doubt we can break through on our own.
Lord Cao Cao, are you all right? Our blades are yours.
Volunteers. So you have broken through the Western Front. And I shall gratefully accept your aid.
More yellow turban trickery. I'm counting on you.
Are we not rid of this spell yet? Come on. Let's be done with this already.
What is with the integration or the input integration?
Got this.
Your input's causing you to do something else instead of what you wanted to do.
It's probably just because I was so close to the ladder.
Right.
Ouch.
That's not worth anything anymore. Have you heard that? Did you know that grocery stores used to do that?
Yeah, like that. You're trying to climb the ladder, but you jump instead.
You've got to be in a very specific position. for the commands.
Ah.
That's the only
Yeah, because
drawback of it.
when you drop one and think, oh, it's no good now.
There's probably some they fixed some of their updates.
Yeah. Well, if the game's still receiving updates, then it's fine.
Good. The spell is broken.
Where the can breaks off inside of the coating of the can breaks off inside of it.
Probably delaminating.
No.
Has been defeated.
Oh, there's something that baby can get.
Another weapon.
Oh no, but I'm gonna.
The volunteer force is done. Really saved us. Now is our turn.
All troops advance! Hunt down Zhang Bao!
Zhang
Hey,
Yan.
look, it's the frickin' Black Mountain Jerkwad.
The situation is the same.
That's a big ass hammer.
Oh, you're not.
Let us hurry. They will need our help.
Get that Black Mountain Jerkwad!
Has been defeated.
No, please.
Our efforts weren't
Ever since we stole that stuff.
Ooh.
sight for sore eyes.
Maybe 3 here? Or would you say 2?
Be handy right now.
If I'm not mistaken, there's 2 here as well.
Okay.
I'd like to see the faces of those who underestimated them.
Don't get too carried away, UN. If we don't take down Shang Bao, then it will all have been for naught.
Take this.
Dude, it's literally vinegar. This problem. It's
No.
like literally. You're gonna have to get a special. You're gonna have to get some certain amount of cleaner to do that.
The enemy officer
It was actually supposed to
has
be
been
spinning.
defeated.
Not that I walk in here every single weekend with my shoes on and not ever feel that. No, I feel like there's still something else.
Oh.
Anyways, did you ever play that?
Oh, only one.
Okay, let's go.
Wouldn't last forever.
Now we must.
Oh, look, it's me and Abel's other friend, Hey Yi.
Kill that man. Kill that man with extreme prejudice right now.
He's fighting both Sung John and Hei Yi.
The enemy officer.
Situation poorly.
Ain't no luck to it. She was born that way.
The enemy officer
Both of them were.
has been defeated.
Now we gotta save stuff.
Good.
Right.
Our allies are safe for now. Let's move on to the enemy stronghold.
They're put on the table. You can get with it. Let them do whatever they want. You can recoup repercussions from it. Or them concerned. Nope, me neither. As long as she's not on the table with mommy, it's on.
You're finally here. Sorry you're in trouble.
I mean, if I remember correctly, Jin should also be somewhere around in there because he should be leading the Imperial Army.
Bokai with his Duster fan.
And show me what you can do.
Who?
Baokai? Or Baosai?
Oh god. Oh god, Bokai. Yeah.
Okay. I thought I was saying his name wrong.
I met our other friend, Hey Yi, Abel.
And he got kebabbed.
Behead that man as soon as possible.
Oh, I
he does
beat
not
him
get
up.
away.
No, he already destroyed him.
Dare go against the yellow turban.
There's Pei Yuan Xiao.
Selfish aims.
Kill that man too.
Cannot hide your sins from the heavens. Retribution will be swift.
And I hope you find Zhang Kai sometime.
You are so transfixed on the heavens that you forsake all who belong in the
That man is a man that deserved to die. He should have.
New yellow turbans attacked the people and pillaged their
But he did.
villages.
Another spear.
Transgressions can never be forgiven.
Frickin' prick.
Earthly crimes must be judged according to earthly laws. We shall be the ones to impose your punishment.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Oh?
Got this.
See what I mean by parries being so slow against slow attacks? He's got so much wind up. For context, that's a conversation we had before stream started while we were doing ranks and tests. Dead.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
And another spear.
It seems our time for retribution has not yet come. But rest assured that it's only a matter of time.
Zhang Bao managed to escape. He's driven back the enemy.
Oh damn it, I forgot to get the damn container. My dumb
This
ass.
victory could not have been achieved if not for the volunteer forces. I must thank them personally.
$32 skill points.
That'll come in handy.
Wow. 30 skill points for chain evasion.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Lots of
Yeah,
farming
some of those-
ahead for sure.
Higher difficulty, evasion's kind of one of the things you want to do a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
So, why weren't we invited to the War Council? Huh? We did more than anyone else in the last fight.
Zhangfei, remember our place. We are a band of volunteers without official positions. If we start demanding to be included,
The unfortunate part about all this is that a lot of people would forget about the
an ally.
You
And
might
then-
brother, but it still aggravates me.
Yes. I am of the same opinion. While our men are thrown into confusion by the sorcery, your militia alone kept your heads.
What diamond was?
None can dispute your contribution to our victory. I will ensure your efforts are recognized.
Why, thank you. Cao Cao. We owe our success in battle to this warrior, who saw through the enemy's sorcery. He, too, deserves your lordship's praise.
I see. So, that clear-eyed gaze of yours sees through sorcery, does it? You rise above the chaos on the ground, roam the length of the battlefield, find the path to victory. Like a bird of prey soaring in the sky, Ziluan, that should be your name.
A winged omen that heralds the reign of a good king and condemns that of a wicked king, leading the world toward peace. Peace and the law.
Yeah, right, peace.
Stop warbling like
I they wouldn't know peace for about 30 years is ridiculous. Till the gin came around.
His lordship is a true scholar. Still, Zulu, it has a nice ring to it, and fits you well.
Yes, I like it too.
Diamond, get down.
Not our opinion
Get down.
that counts, though, is it, brother?
The lively group you have here.
Diamond, get down.
We count on you in coming battles.
What?
Honestly, I like the way Cao Cao is portrayed in this game.
Huh.
I really do.
Ability come back to
I
you.
think he's much better, much closer to his historical counterpart, Betrayed, because people act like Cao Cao's all doom and gloom. Not really. Yes, he was a tyrant, but he also saw him and Liu Bei, Sun Jian, Yuan Shao. They all saw what was going to potentially happen as soon as Dongzhuo took the throne. Chaos. Every single emperor wannabe, and which they knew, especially Cao Cao and Yuan Shao, knew more than anyone how many people exactly wanted the throne.
The yellow turbans.
They knew.
Our goals align. Besides, you must survive for the sake of those who did not.
There were too many people that wanted the throne simultaneously.
Precious is inquiring about your cat. Abel.
Whose cat?
Yours.
That's not good enough.
What about Diamond?
The yellow turbans fight like that.
She's asking if that's who you were talking to earlier.
Yes, because I'm making tuna salad and she wants some of it, and she's not getting any of it.
Yeah.
I heard there was someone who saw right through the yellow turbans.
So,
You ready for the battle?
one thing to show you here. You see this Shao Yuan here with the scroll above him. And then you see the gentleman over there with the bodyguard.
Yeah.
Those are special side missions. These ones increase friendships to people, such
Oh.
as the officers that we can fight with. This
Cool.
mission over here
Training is important.
will give you
Proper rest.
a special accessory when you complete it.
Fierce Tiger's Fang. Precious likes your naming choice for your cat.
I didn't name them. That was a choice by someone else in the house.
So, the one thing I like to do is I like to get talking to them first.
Go for it. Again, this is your
That's the
playthrough.
weapon.
Just play like you normally do.
But they will give you special training missions to do. If you complete them, you increase your friendship with them.
I wonder if South South has one.
I have not seen one for South Sal in my playthrough.
Because I imagine that you'd be reluctant to do those.
Well, there is one I am very reluctant to do, but I do it anyway. And we'll get to that in a little while.
Okay.
The one I'd be most reluctant to do is anything dealing with the fucking turban, because
Well, you're fighting yellow turbans at the start, so...
yes, but what a lot of people forget that aren't up to date on the historical stuff is that a lot of the like Pei, Huangshao, Gongdu, there were only a few of the instances where people flew the yellow turban flag that were bandits. None of them really participated in the yellow turban cause.
Huh.
We cannot afford to lose this position.
Yes, many knew that there were still people around that believed in the yellow turban cause. They used that to their advantage to get people to fight for them, which was wrong. Very wrong, in my opinion. But as I said, it's purely my opinion.
Yeah. It's all good.
Oh god, please don't. As for the naming scheme for the cats, one is named Diamond, the other was named Silk. It's a reference to two people that are no longer with us now.
So someone else in your household named them.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that answers that question, Precious. I still miss my dog to this day. Rest in peace.
Unfortunately, alone, we have companions that are meant to spend the rest of our lives with us and companions that are not.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, certain people the same way. There are certain people that come along, change your life and leave it, and there's people that come along, change it and stay. Unfortunately, hindsight's 20/20, and we don't get told which ones will be which ahead of time.
Precious gives us her condolences.
Well, I mean, Silk died of cancer, so there's nothing to be said. There's nothing that could have been done about that.
No.
Take this.
Breast cancer is an evil thing, and especially that one, but all cancers are evil.
Exactly. There's no such thing as good cancer.
No, but I feel like the easier to cure ones would qualify. If there were going to be such a thing, even said, there are some cancers like hairy cell leukemia that can be treatable, and it can be very livable.
Yeah.
Other ones, not so much.
No. Especially when you have to risk yourself being radioactive to go through chemo.
I'm gonna go see for myself.
No, not necessarily. It's no longer really relegated to a room. Now you have packs of stuff that they can give you that can circulate through your body, and you can basically wear it on your belt like a pack. That's what they gave Chris. You can actually function with it and move around with it depending on the severity of it.
Right.
You can also, you also to battle. It's a myth that you only need that chemo is the only way to battle cancer. Radiation therapy can help different types of cancer.
Yeah.
Depending on how far it is too.
Never said it was the only thing. I've heard of like liquid radiation being injected into the area to try to, eradicate it. But
that is the worst option, unfortunately.
Yeah. Because you have to stay inside for like 4 days because you're radioactive. You lose all your hair during the process too.
Well, the problem is when you get the liquid injected, because that's what my mom had, it burns your veins, so it's very, very hard to get blood drawn after that. Ugh. She can only get it drawn in her feet, in her hands, and her head.
Awful.
So, yes, when they have to directly inject the liquid, that is the main one you want to stay away from. I would rather. I mean, Chris had it. The types of treatment that they have now, which are several ways to do it. Some of it's better than other options. Radiation therapy is much better than actual getting chemo. Once you start the chemo process, there's no going back, unfortunately.
No, there isn't.
Because some people have constantly compromised immune systems after that. Some of them, they bounce back from some of them don't. The problem is, you are if they have to do chemo and surgery back to back.
Yeah.
You are so susceptible to a staph infection that it is
a
high rate, a high chance you won't survive the surgery.
Yeah. Ugh. Horrible. I really love the Slaughterfest in the Dynasty Warriors games, but I remember being on some kind of time limit in the PS2 version because I had too much fun slaying large hordes of enemies. You failed. Do you know that one? Do you know which Dynasty Warriors game that is for PS2?
There are several that actually do that. Dynasty Warriors 3 was really bad for it because some of the larger battlefields only gave you about 30 minutes to complete them. And there have so many enemies against you. So difficult to get a nice big count on there without losing like all the entire battle when you do it. So I would say Dynasty Warriors 3 would probably be the one that she would be speaking of. But again, I don't know how many she's played.
Right. It makes sense, though.
So I completed one of Xiahou Yuan's objectives. Now I'm going to try to complete his other two as I progress through things. I'm just going to do this skirmish really quick, see if I can't get an enemy attack with special arms stopped.
Right.
This'll do.
She only played one on the PS2.
The PS2 being surpassed by the Switch as the most highest selling console of all time is an impressive feat.
That is hilarious.
What?
The PS2 succeeding the Switch?
No, the Switch succeeding the PS2 as the highest selling console of all time.
That is good.
That just happened this year.
The enemy officer.
That is good, yeah. She doesn't remember which game it was, but it was on the PS2.
It either had to be 3, 4, or something else.
Challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
It's about a couple games into the PS3's life cycle, they stopped making it for the PlayStation 2.
Has been defeated.
Right.
And that's because the PlayStation 2 ports of the game did so poorly. Alright. Here's my grace.
Your HP not looking too good.
Do what?
Talking to Shadow, his HP not looking too good.
Certain games, that's basically constant. Like, certain... Son of a bitch. Right in the fucking floor. Of course. Well, at least it's just the lid and not the actual food itself, otherwise that fucking cries. All the time I've spent doing this shit.
Ah.
Yes, so what you want? You're looking for something to get into, I know. So what you want? Coming over here sniffing me for a reason.
Yeah, there's your HP. All it took was some dumplings. Or is
the
that...
truffle ones are the best.
Or is that bread?
The truffle ones are rare, but they're really good.
Dim sum, I believe is what they call it.
Okay. Looked like dumplings to me.
That's technically what they are, dumplings.
Okay.
Oh, you stupid idiot.
Sorry, it just...
The problem,
just
the
a week.
problem with AI people in these games, right there. They get in the freaking way.
just the way that came out is what made it funny.
There's more than a few problems with the AI. Okay, if you want to start that conversation, let's start that conversation right now. Oh dear Lord, the fact that they can spend the whole entire battle as a big officer like Zhang Miao in Dynasty Warrior 6 can stand over there and beat on a base cap and never beat him. You gotta be shitting me. That is some capital bull to the oh shit.
Precious says your cat sounds funny.
Do what?
Precious says your cat sounds funny.
Oh, they are. They're hilarious. Especially when they start getting a fight and they'll get on the damn cat tower and start swatting at each other.
I agree about the AI, though, 100%. I don't want to derail you, but yeah.
No, it's fine. I'm multitasking here at the moment.
Yeah, I'm doing that too, so it's all good.
Now, man, I hear you rustling the bags over there. Don't get on the damn table. Don't belong up there.
Those chakrams are annoying.
When you get reach with them, they're not as bad, but you really need that.
Yeah.
Keep irritating me, guy. You see how long you live afterwards.
I'm not your guy, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. Uh-oh.
Oh, there.
Well, that didn't go as planned.
Don't let him get to him. I think he's heading to your expedition, General.
That's another thing that gets my nerve. The people guarding the main base. How is it that they can't beat 5 people and they're just regular peons? You gotta be kidding me. Especially when they're using their third weapon. Like, what? That math don't math there, cowboy. That math don't math out.
There we go.
Jerk.
Yeah, he just hard targeted your Your general. Oh, you're almost there. 79 out of 100. That's not bad.
Training is important, but you all need proper rest before battle. I heard there was someone who saw right through the Yellow Turbans.
Expedition Camp, Nanyang Commandery, Jing Province.
Alvin, what are you meowing? Is that diamond or is it silver?
Lord Chuchin, you wish to
What's
see?
the meow for? What you want?
I did. We have a job for you, your men. Here in Jing, our advanced forces have already driven the Yellow Turbans back into Wan Castle.
Yes.
We want your volunteers to rendezvous with the Vanguard and finish off the enemy together.
The Vanguard, you say? Very well, my lord. In our hands, the mission is escaped.
Excellent.
Now you got the sniff. Are you happy now?
Liu Bei.
Oh God, what do they see now? Okay, this needs to get thrown outside, that needs to get thrown outside.
Oh, then send him in. We must thank him for his efforts in Jing.
Sir.
Ah, Jing, a very controversial province.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, leader of the Wu forces, Sun Jian.
Yep.
Unfortunately, he's probably not going to live long.
Oh, wow. He doesn't look it either. Oh, my.
Very good.
Well, a lot of people should remember that
I am honored.
he died relatively young.
He looks so old here, though.
Under my flag, let us slay these bandits who insult the heavens with their vile deeds.
I see. So you wish me to join your command?
Yes, I know I am asking a lot of you, but I only do so because I have great faith in your abilities. And you've come here in person. Surely my request is not too outrageous.
Through the transition of the Dynasty Warriors games, Sun Jian has had multiple look changes after Dynasty Warriors 5. They began to make him look more older than what he previously looked like.
Yeah, because he looks very old here.
The general of the household. While I am but a regional official.
Well, people would be surprised how old it actually was, because Zhao Yun retired from the battlefield at the age of 47. He wasn't that old.
To serve the Han.
Yeah, I thought Sun Jian was young before he went down.
We'll follow any order that helps
Was
keep peace.
he'd been fighting for the Han for a while, but I believe he died in his 40s. He wasn't
Yeah.
a-
Yeah, that's young.
Oh.
Well, nowadays it is. Probably really old then.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it could be considered old, because the problem was Sun Ce was given his father's force at the age of 16. So he has... I mean, this really lends more credibility to him, because, I mean, he was a 17-year-old kid that literally was leading an entire force that his father used to have. He had some of the most seasoned generals, some of the most powerful and talented generals around him that really helped carry Wu. They did. But
Sun Jian was 37 when he died.
Wow.
They say Lord Sun
Not even 40.
great things everywhere he goes. What a hero.
yep, there you go.
That's crazy.
But I mean, you have to think how long this fight went on.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it started in 182. It didn't stop till 220.
Yeah.
It didn't really truly wind down till about the year 220 CE. Gong Sunzan and Yuan Shu died around 219, 220. So
Right.
you're talking, these fights took, we make it look like it's quick, but these fights, the marches, took months,
Oh, yeah.
years to do.
Yeah. I kind of figured that one. You're not gonna cram all that in a video game.
No.
That's just not possible. You're not gonna cram like months upon months of battles into multiple levels of a game. You have to speed it up. Nobody's gonna sit to that.
The history of the Three Kingdoms period is definitely covered in blood. Lots of people's, but that's one of the reasons why that's one of the main reasons why Yuan Shao and Cao Cao did what they did.
Yeah.
Yuan Shao saw what was coming. He saw on the horizon the storm coming that everyone was going to get involved with. Liu Bei saw what was coming.
Yeah.
China was about to be embroiled in a conflict that would last for decades because all over the throne. And they wanted to solve the problem. Yuan Shao, of course, thought he was going to be a very good leader, even though he wasn't really qualified to be a very good leader.
Right.
He could talk the talk, but he couldn't walk the walk. But he could with a sword in his hand.
Sounds about right.
Well, he was a very good fighter. He fought Lu Bu to a draw. His forces.
Makes sense.
I think that's really what impressed people about Yuan Shao. The man could fight.
As it should. As it should, because Lu Bu was a monster.
He was the only actual 7 foot tall. That's another thing that people get wrong. The measurements of people. Guan Yu was not 6'8". He was only 6'2", the exact same size as Dian Wei. The only person that ever got to hell, Li Dian was said to be the 8-foot man. I don't know what type of measurements they were using, but Li Dian was only 6'4".
Yeah.
But he was taller than most people. He was almost as strong as fucking he was almost as strong as the Bull of Wei himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, Guan Yu, he wasn't almost 7 feet tall. The only person that actually was 7 feet tall was Lu Bu, and that's it.
Sun Jian's forces, everybody.
Yep.
Some of the most decorated officers that had ever been loyal to the Han, and that's one person who didn't want the throne, was Sun Jian. That's because he'd been a soldier his whole life. He wanted his kids to eventually inherit his land and take over and be able to rule as he once had.
Now, you look at Huang Gai in this game, compared to the other versions of Huang Gai you've seen.
He's a lot younger than what he looks. Huang Gai was a very old man when he died.
Yeah, he looks young here, though.
Yes. Many thanks.
I mean, my God, you want to talk about somebody whose strength belied their age? It was Huang Zhong, Liu Biao, and Huang Gai.
Yep.
Those 4 generals really put on a showing for their age. They really did not let... Father Time couldn't slow them down.
Yeah.
Not till their eventual deaths. Which was... Huang Gai, his death was ridiculous. The things he went through was insane. Especially when he volunteered at Shirbi. What he volunteered for, most generals wouldn't even consider. Offering to be thrown out of his own forces just to go be a spy for Cao Cao. Being immediately stripped of rank, brutalized by his own officer that he'd been loyal to his whole career, and then went to be a spy for Cao Cao and was going to be
He wasn't
Cao Cao down.
He wasn't a double agent or anything like that?
He wasn't what?
A double agent?
Yeah, he was. He actually offered to be thrown out and be used as a trap to entrap Cao Cao by the Wu forces. Because of this, at that time, Shirbi was being set up by Shu and Wu to take Wei out. Because this was long after Guan Du. Huang Gai volunteered to be stripped of rank, to be thrown out of the force, physically beaten to near death, given no food, no water, and made his way to Cao Cao.
Damn. That's
Yes.
brutal.
And he was old at the time. So Huang Gai was a tank. That man took a hell of a treat. Wu would not have survived without Huang Gai. That's just the truth of it.
Yeah.
By the way, look who decided to come back to the battlefield.
Abel's favorite guy here. What was that?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I'm pulling back for now. We must push them back.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Oh yeah, Zhang Fei is not gonna get destroyed by that.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
To fight without complaint.
Anybody recognize that voice?
Now's our chance. Ready the ladders.
Abel, is a fire alarm going off for your living?
Is what?
I hear a fire alarm going off on your side. What's up?
Without me.
No, just putting the headlight back in the hood.
Oh, it's probably your car then.
Yeah, I popped the hood and put the headlight back in. When I hit a deer, it popped the headlight out.
Oh,
So I have
okay.
to put it back in. It's not actually broken. It does work.
Okay.
Storm the castle.
It sounded like an alarm went off twice.
Real battle begins. I can't wait.
So, come on. Get out from behind the door. Now our alarms are way louder and they're much more high-pitched.
Strong archer. Yep, good choice. Good choice.
Excellent timing. Do you mind?
Yeah, one guy was one of the last all-blue officers to lose his life after the
Yeah.
Battle of Shirley. He lived long enough to see Zhou Yu die.
Hong Zhong.
The enemy officer
A lot of people forget about Liu Yang now.
fight hard.
Yeah.
There's many underrated generals that ended up playing a major part in the Three Kingdoms era by doing stuff that led other people to other things.
Claim another victory in the name of my brother.
One of the biggest case in points is Sai Mao Huangzu
Yeah.
executing Sun Jian by entrapment, which in turn led Sun Ce to go after him, ended up being killed in that camping trip. The web had nothing to do with those two, but because Sun Ce got killed on that camping trip, Sun Quan ended up becoming the disher out of punishment for his father's murder.
The enemy officer
And unfortunately, that little skirmish would end up weakening the province of Jing when Cao Cao would pounce on it. Sai Mao and his family would end up with Liu Biao on his deathbed, being he was not one of the major participants of the Three Kingdoms era for the longest time. What happened with Sun Jian was an isolated incident that was instigated by Yuan Shu because he wanted the Imperial Seal.
enemy officer
It was said that whoever had the Imperial Seal could command the Imperial Army.
The same one that Sun
Unfortunately-
Jian was trying to get, or trying to secure, or keep protected.
Yes, he found it in the ruins of Luoyang.
Yeah.
The Emperor actually threw it down a fucking well, of all things, to throw one of the most important artifacts down a fucking well. That tells you how incompetent he was as an emperor. But Yuan Shu thought, hey, if I can get that seal from Sun Jian, I can take over, and I can get the Imperial Army to listen to him. That was a very wrong way to think, but I could see why he believed that. That's not how it worked, because he was not, quote-unquote, an Khan official at the time. He had already made his intentions known by that point to usurp the throne. Unfortunately, Lu Bu was still around at that point, so Lu Bu attacked him, and everyone else attacked him, because he was declared an enemy of the Han.
Take care, my lord. I sense that something foul is afoot.
Yuan Shao's own brother, and he had to attack him as by order of the Han.
Right.
That's why that as much as it's historically celebrated, it's a very interesting time, and it is. It unfortunately broke families, made brother against brother, father against son. It was another civil war. It was basically a civil war across all of China, except on a much bigger scale than what we had it here. Just as brutal and violent. Families were broken, lands were destroyed, people lost everything.
Yeah.
And at this particular point in time, between the Band-Aid of Heaven and the rise of the warlords, would be known as from CE 182 to CE 190. Certain warlords that were already making plans to try to counteract that, and they were not prepared for the shitstorm that certain people's choices would change very quickly, because not everyone thought out their plans as well as Cao Cao did. Liu Bei was a victim of circumstance. He got screwed most of his time. If it wasn't for his generals, and he by far and away, I would argue he had the best regiment of generals in the entirety of the Three Kingdoms history, because without them, Liu Bei would have been finished long ago.
Guaranteed. Precious, it's fine.
A lot of people
honestly, it's fine. Everybody's basically lurking on this stream, so it's all good. Just enjoy the stream, since you're on and off. It's all good.
Well,
as long as you're enjoying the stream.
I'm done making the food, so I'm going to make my way to the bathroom and take this stuff downstairs. And I will be back.
Not a problem. But yeah, so long as you're enjoying the stream, that's really all that matters. Just do what you need to.
Here's the problem. Just about it was in the time to save home guy. But, oh well.
Someone has broken the spell. Victory will surely be ours. Take down Zhang Liang!
Damn! No!
You have no hope of stopping us. Retreat! We can stop now. Keep fighting. We must usher in a new era. What is your new era anyway? Is it really worth dying for?
Focus not on unknowns. Think of your family. Don't throw your lives away so easily.
How dare you deceive my comrades?
All I did was ask what they wanted. Their true desire is not some new era, but simply enough food to survive. Be grateful that I will be the one to bring you back.
Did I think this day would go?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Will he get away from the place again, or will he go down?
This is far from over.
Those who revolt do so for a reason. Perhaps it is not them we should blame, but the injustice of our times.
There you go.
Yep.
I guess meat bonds don't really matter if you're doing so well here.
Well, I'm doing the defense because I seem to be taking a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, you are, definitely.
So I think the defense is more beneficial at this moment in time.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Ah, I recognize you. You fought well in the battle. A most impressive performance.
It was you who
Won
won
the
the victory,
Lord
Lord
Sun
Sun
Jian.
Not
Not
with
with the sword,
but
but with your
words.
words.
To
To
persuade
persuade
the Yellow Turbans to lay down their weapons.
Better that than suffering them to die in vain. The Yellow Turbans have their cause, right or not, and I understand what drives men to die for what they believe in. But they will not win their cause, nor feed their starving families by throwing themselves on the swords of my men. I am an officer of the government, and though I know it sounds arrogant to speak this way, the Yellow Turbans make false promises to inflame the minds of those who would fight for life, and so lead them instead to death. I think I agree with you, Your Lordship. Those poor souls didn't join the Yellow Turbans just to be slaughtered on the battlefield. When I met you in G, they were not as fanatical as they seem now.
Indeed.
Yet I still remember the righteousness I saw in your heart. G Province. Are you talking about the disturbance last year? I heard two great warriors drove off an official's private army. It's probably best you don't know the details.
Then
Then I shall pretend I never asked. After all, I've no interest in arresting men of honor.
You
Seem calm, yet I sense a fire burning within you.
You're
You're my type of warrior, truth be told. When officials turn to tyranny, it is a sign that imperial power is weakening. At such times, we must rise to the occasion. I am sure that we will have the chance to fight together again sometime. I, for one, look forward to it.
So now you see three different perspectives as to what they believe of the Yellow Turban Rebellion. That was another thing I took in this game that I really enjoyed, is the fact they actually give you three different variations as to what each lord
Willing to risk your life,
looks at this
the army
as.
at least guarantees you'll have food to eat.
Interesting.
Hey, how are you? I thought I might bump into you around here. Guess I was right. Oh, so you know who I am. Good to hear. Suppose I should explain why I, Xiao Yue, took the time just to come to see you. The thing is, I saw something new, which is why I wanted to meet face to face again. Hey, no need to be humble. You put on a real show at the Battle of Ingtran. Lord Cao Cao and Dun liked what you did. They're not the type to show it, but they can't fool me. And if those two take a liking to you, that means you're the real deal, which is why I got curious. And with that, it's good to make your acquaintance. Great. I got high hopes for you. I'm sure we'll cross paths again. I look forward to it.
So when you complete the friendship missions, usually you will get a special cutscene of that individual speaking to you.
No matter how powerful his spells. Yeah, we'll bring him low and deal a finish.
Who's this?
This is one guy.
Oh.
Ah, it's you. You were with the volunteer force. What was it? Perhaps we didn't state our names. I am one guy. And you are. That's right. That does sound familiar. Those two giants stood out amongst the volunteer force. But I can tell you, you're something special. You acted of your own volition to take care of things, even when the enemy started using those strange tricks. When I saw that, I knew you were awfully level-headed, more than just wrong. So tell me, who are you really? You don't seem the type to go home and work the fields once the army is disbanded. So, you are familiar with fighting to make a living. No matter how willing someone is, and how detailed their plan, no one knows what will happen on the battlefield. However, having you among our forces will allow us to respond to a variety of situations. You have a valuable knack realizing what must be done, and what must be sacrificed to achieve our goal. From now on, I will know who to turn to in the most crucial matters. I will be counting on you. So you know how to be agreeable as well. Well, it is time to depart. But I'm glad we've come to know each other. Until next time, good health to you.
That's Dynasty Warriors Origins portrayal of one guy. Completely different from his prior performance.
I'd have to look at the other appearances.
Huang Fu Song went with Cao Cao in pursuit of Zhang Bao. We will lead Sun Jian and go after Zhang Liang. Soon, they will both be at our mercy. The survivors will try to regroup, combine their forces in one place.
Of course. G Province. The home base of the Yellow Turbans.
Yes. Lord Lu Ji has already arrived in Ji and is taking control. I want you to provide him with support.
Lord Lu Ji, my old mentor. Thank you for selecting us for this mission.
Ah, yes, I remember that now. I am sure Lord Lu Ji be glad to have you.
Yes. Until I met him, I was a mediocre student, but he changed my attitude. For that I owe him a great deal. We shall set off right away.
I'm going to take a quick break, real quick, just to put some stuff away and change the trash. So I will be right back.
Alright. I'll put the...
right through the Yellow Turban's tricks in the last battle.
Alright, I'll put an intermission for a sec. I'll go for this one. This will go for some good intermission music.
They say Lord Sun Jian is doing great things everywhere he goes. There was someone who saw right through the Yellow Turban's tricks in the last battle.
Alright, you back?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
They say Lord Sun Jian is doing great things everywhere he goes. What a hero.
Let me know when I can continue.
Go ahead.
Listen.
Oh, wow.
So he wants us to work with a spear. So that's what we're going to do.
It'll be a while before you can get a good spear.
You're one of those volunteers, aren't you? Thanks to you all, we're seeing a lot fewer raids on villages these days. We've been wanting to show our gratitude. You'll be heading off to face the Yellow Turbans again soon, right? Then take this horse with you. It won't take you across the realm in a day, but it's as tough a steed as they come. Ride well, and it will carry you to victory. Good luck!
My first horse. Alright, we're going to hit a skirmish real quick, and then we'll continue the story.
Sounds good.
Counting on you. Take this! Turn the tables.
Huh.
Take this!
I see a gourd over there.
See it. Time to act. The enemy officer has been defeated. All my might! Now! Take this! Now! Tables turned. Been waiting for this. Now! I see it. Time to act. Situation. The enemy officer has been defeated. All my might. Now! I must stay sharp. Send here! Turn the tables. Now! The enemy officer has been defeated.
So the golden bottles you see
Yeah.
will cover your bravery.
Oh, okay. You didn't need it because your bravery was already high.
Yep. Let's do some attack strength boosting this time.
They say Lord Sun Jian is doing great things everywhere he goes. I'm no coward. I vow to you that I won't cower.
I heard the family in the house there just had a child.
Excuse me, sir. Given that it's so crowded, would you mind sharing a table? Thank you. As a token of our thanks, we'd like to offer you one free item. This way, sir.
Sorry. I won't bother you, so don't mind me.
Handong.
Well then, I'll have what he's having.
I remember you from before. I was wondering if you might remember me too. I'm Han Dong. I serve Lord Sun Jian. Do you remember fighting together in the volunteer army? No, wait, don't answer that. It'll wound me if you say you don't, and I'll feel equally as horrible if you lie and say you do.
He has a very big self-esteem problem.
He looks like it.
To chat with you for a bit. Why did it take you so long to remember? And what do you mean I didn't stand out? I'm always surrounded by comrades with such incredible presence. How am I supposed to stand out compared to them?
Oh yeah, the self-esteem is very apparent.
To myself one-on-one like this. All the more reason
He's like Ant-Man.
Impression while I can.
Hank Pym, Ant-Man, more specifically.
Can you believe my order still hasn't come? I made it so long ago. Rub salt in the wound, why don't you? Though I wager that you're right.
Either way, it was negative either way it went, so
yeah.
That's all. Still, the fact that I risked life and limb out on the battlefield and nobody even remembers me is pretty depressing.
Do something remarkable and you'll be remembered.
Says that's its own sort of skill.
That's a thing he did.
Really sound like a compliment to me.
I guess it's overshadowed.
No, people remember Han Dong because he's one of the ones that led the defense against Cao Cao.
Compliment after all?
Well, I guess we're not at that point yet here.
I feel like I can accept myself as I am now.
Because we're still allied with
Even
Cao
if you
Cao.
soon forget our conversation here, it'll remain etched in my memory. But next time you run into me, do at least say hello.
serious self-esteem issue with him.
Yeah, clearly. That you can easily see it.
Hey.
Lone, how much more we got? How much longer you got for the 2 hours?
19 minutes. So he's got time to do one more skirmish if he's going to go about it.
Maybe the yellow turbans are just driven by their hunger.
Then again, if it's one of those short ones, it might be too. Vajra armor. That's got to be good.
Well, we're going to go through one more cutscene first, and you're going to meet one very prominent leader here shortly.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you are. A very, very famous one.
Onward, everyone! Without delay! Begin advancing!
How do I see my arms? There it is.
There you go. Your own horse.
Yeah, there's some generals that went a lot of their career without even getting one.
Makes sense.
Well, it depends on where you live. A lot of the northern territories are the ones that had a lot of the horse trainers. That's why you have a lot of people in particular areas that are horseback. Xiliang being one of them. Gongsun territory, Yuan Shao, all of them famous for cavalry.
Let's go.
That's because the northern people knew how to train horses far, far better. And contrary to what Three Kingdoms would have you believe, the Nanman were extremely poor fighters. They had very, very under-equipped.
Right.
I'm glad they actually make these plans in the game. Because historically, they didn't really do a whole lot. That's why it wasn't very hard to pacify them. Because they knew the Han would come to destroy them.
Yeah.
I'm still glad Banquo had the courage to rebel. Because it wasn't right that they were literally suppressing their way of life. But then again, the Han did way more wrong than they ever did right. It's probably because of the rules and laws handed down from the Qin. The Qin were not nice people regardless. They were known as the Iron-Fisted Emperorship. It's a reason that lasted 1,000 years, because no one could challenge them.
Yeah.
The Qin were the one that defeated the Mongols, after all, and banished them back out of China.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this! Take this!
I don't think anyone could have foreseen what the Han's choices would do to the Qin Empire. I think even Liu Yue, at the end of his life, at the age of 64,
Yeah.
I think even he was disappointed with some of the choices the Han had made for themselves. But the Han made their bed, they had to lay in it.
Makes sense. You made your bed, now you have to sleep in it.
Yep, because the Han were anyone outside of China.
Let's go.
They did not like people, and even inside of China, there was a lot of people that Han officials treated poorly and looked down on.
Makes sense.
It just wasn't right.
Yeah, difference in rank will do that.
Well, it was the entire mindset of the Han. The Han thought they were the shit, but that's because they've literally inherited a 1,000-year-old empire.
That's
So,
the thing
I mean,
that people don't
kinda-
understand, is that what's a king without his kingdom? What's a royal family without their subjects? Nothing.
That's something that Sun Jian and Liu Bei understood intensely. Sun Jian gave his generals all the credit in the world because he knew, yes, Sun Jian was a brave man, but something Sun Ce understood. He was an inexperienced kid that had been taught by the hand of one of the greatest generals the Han had ever seen.
Yeah.
Sun Jian had done some incredibly brave things and fought his way out of some very sticky situations.
True.
So he was taught by one of the best generals the Han had ever gotten, but still, without his generals carrying him, Sun Ce would have never made it work. And Sun Quan never forgot that. When the generals of Shu, when the Shu forces showed up on Wu's doorstep, when they saw what the court looked like, Liu Bei actually got a good idea of started to get a decent idea of Sun Quan's character.
Yeah.
The two were not that dissimilar because Sun Quan cared for his people greatly. The regional warlords not so much, but the moment his people were threatened, he would bear the fangs of the tiger of Jiandong that he inherited from his father, without so much as batting an eye.
The enemy officer.
But being he was the last of his house,
Yeah.
not a surprise. He was determined to see his father's dream come true. Unfortunately, he was the longest living emperor at the beginning of the Three Kingdoms era to its end. As he surrendered to the Jin. But he was too young to fight when the Three Kingdoms era started, in about 185 CE, a couple years after the Han decided to do the dumb shit that they did that led to their downfall. People mistake the timeline for they fell apart quickly. No, they did not. The battle against the Yellow Turbans lasted for a good year and a half, if not longer, because they seized commandery after commandery. So many of the populace literally rebelled that a lot of the major territories were lost to the Yellow Turban. But that was all they had, the surprise attack. Once people started realizing, oh, we're better equipped than they are, we're better trained than they are, because the Zhang brothers were teaching people with sticks. They had cloth for armor, sticks for weapons. Some of them had procured what they could from the commanders that they overtook, such as swords and other weapons, but they literally were going into battle with unequipped armor, under-equipped weapons that had no blades. That's why you see me get pissed off. It was the stupidest idea to take control of the commanders, not take their weapons on such a large scale, not hit Han supply convoys, and not force the blacksmiths to start making weapons as soon as possible, knowing the Imperial Army was going to be bearing down on them. It was the most ill-conceived rebellion that started at the drop of a hat.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Because once the Zhang brothers really started to see people suffering, about the middle to the end of 182 CE,
yeah,
that's when it kicked off, and within a 6 months' time, half of China had fallen to the Yellow Turbans. So the Emperor said, go get them. And the call went out to the warlords. Every regional warlord, from Kongzhou to Sun Jian, Sun Se, Liu Bei,
yeah,
all the way to volunteer armies such as Zhang Lu's forces and so many others, all under the banner of the Emperor, marched as one unit and crushed the Yellow Turban Rebellion, but not without losses.
Aerial assault looks pretty cool.
It's a great, you know how I have that palm strike?
Yeah.
The block attacks?
Yeah.
That's what that's used for.
Your horse's name is Walnut?
Yeah.
Yes. Walnut is actually the name of a famous general's horse. You dingus. Why did you roll that way? You rolled right off the chair. You little knew you were at the edge, you goober. What are you doing? Did you give yourself a kitty cat concussion?
Is that possible?
Yes, if they fall from enough height. People think cats always land on their feet.
No, they don't.
It's a myth.
No, they don't. That is 100% myth. I already proved that.
However, cats can leap from insane heights and actually give themselves enough drag force that they can actually survive a fall that humans wouldn't. Not without injury, mind you, but still, it's impressive.
Cutscene, by the way, or does that lead to a battle?
Cutscene.
Okay.
Lu Ji is not here.
Why not?
He has been imprisoned for refusing to
Dong
give the
Zhuo.
attendants the bribes they expected.
Yep.
He looks like it.
There's Kongzhou.
He stuck to his principles and allowed himself to be condemned for a crime he did not commit. He is a fool.
The corrupt officials are the ones at fault. There is no reason Lord Lu Ji should be blamed.
Those with power live. Those without die. Anyone who fails to understand this truth is nothing more than a fool. Cunning is but another means to power. Lu Ji failed to realize this, and now finds himself a captive.
So does South South.
So, are you one of the powerful or not? I do not judge on status or type. Prove it during this battle. You may make a name for yourself if you are successful.
Yes, that is Dynasty Warriors Origins version of Dongzhuo.
Then the battlefield will claim your life.
Just by his looks,
That goes for
makes me
both
think
of
that's him. He looks hardly that different from his 3K counterpart.
Keeping my weapon in good condition is the least I can do.
How much time do we have left, sir?
8 minutes.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough time for this battle. This is a rather long battle.
How about you, Abel? You ready for Civ 7? I'm guessing you had to walk away.
It's very possible. So does it seem to be running better this way?
Yeah, it runs a lot smoother. It's definitely better. If there was a way to not have the game echo on your mic, that would be the only thing. Otherwise, it's good.
It's going to be the hard part.
Yeah.
Because if I mute myself, I'm muting all the game audio.
Yeah, so you won't be able to hear it, but everybody else will be able to.
No, I mean, if I mute my speakers, you won't get the game audio.
Oh, it was a situation I had before I got my microphone. I understand now.
Alright, need to take that out the fridge. Put that in there.
Alright, Abel, we're switching to Civ 7.